Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Wix and back with another video. This time it's gonna be about customizing Windows 11 so it makes more sense and it does more what you want than having everything everywhere. I mean what Microsoft wanted for you, but no, you can actually customize a fair bit of it, and I don't mean looks, I only mean buttons, what they show, stuff like that. So let's start with some easy ones, and then we're gonna go a bit into the registry because some of them are in there. Alright, let's start with first things first, start menu. Start with start. All of these, nobody needs these. You can just right click, uninstall, uninstall, right click, uninstall, uninstall, and so on. You get the idea. I'm not gonna do all of them now, I'm just gonna do a few. And let me just zoom in. Yeah, these are the ones that I mean, because I don't know if it's visible on YouTube. Okay, so once you get rid of all these, you can basically delete everything from here and just have what you want. You can go and customize how many you see. Do you want to see more pinned apps? Do you want to see more recommended apps? For me, I usually go, so right click on the bottom part of the start menu, go to start settings, and then here you have the options. I will go with more pins because that's what I usually like. Now if you close that and go to start menu, it's the same, but because I don't have any recommended, but you will get more pins. Like right now we have Explorer and Recycle Bin and stuff. So that's how you get rid of these that you don't need. Then let's say I want to have down here in the bottom of the start menu, I guess you can call it. Let's say I want more stuff there that will make me access settings easier. If I don't want to pin settings up here, maybe I want it down there. And usually in Windows you get that situation where it sends you, you read something online and sends you to go to your user folder. Well, we can make that easier. So you go to the start menu, right click on the bottom of it. It's closing when I zoom. And then you go to folders, click on folders, and then if I want to see settings in the start menu, I turn on settings here. If you want to see File Explorer, you can turn it on. I don't usually keep that there, I have it on my bar. Documents, downloads, whatever you want. Downloads might be a useful one. I'll turn that on. I don't have it normally on, but because I usually go here and then go downloads. But it could be useful to just have in the start menu. And here's your personal folder. And now if you close that down and go here, as you can see at the bottom now, we have settings, we have personal folder, we have downloads. So if I want to just go fast to my user folder, click that and I'm in my user folder. And since we're here, you can see there's no hidden folders, and usually guides online send you to app data, which is a hidden folder. So to see that hidden folder, you just go up top here to view, click on view, and then you go show, and then you go hidden items. And if we do that now, let me do it now. As you can see, app data appeared. I don't know if you can see it. It's a bit faded, which means it's a hidden folder. That's how you know it's a hidden folder. It's a bit faded. The yellow is not the same as in contacts. And since we're here, I don't know if anybody uses this checkbox. I don't. I mean, people could on tablets if you wanna like check more stuff, but I usually wanna, or all of them. I usually get rid of them because I use keyboard shortcuts. So to get rid of that checkbox, you go back to view and you go to item checkboxes right there. Let's do it. Show item checkboxes. And now they're gone. One useful thing that you can do here, I don't use it, but people might like it, it's the preview pane. So you can preview things. Let's see, let's go to a picture. We have a preview here. If you make it big, I assume you can drag it. Yeah, there we go. So you can have it like this, if that's how you want it. I don't usually keep it, but yeah, if you want it, it's up here. There's also a details pane here, if you see. Let's do the details pane. That might be useful for some people. You see extra information. Usually you do that, so if you're using like list view, well, you see them here too. They're up here, they're modified, but it might become in handy for some people. I will turn it off because I don't need it. Okay, so we did that. After we remove everything from start that we don't need, and we customize whatever we have here, which folders you want to see. Maybe I don't want to see chat here, or the desktop switcher, or the search box. You can customize that. Go right click on the taskbar, taskbar settings, and then you can turn off search, task view. I usually turn task view off. I turn chat off. I keep the widgets, because widgets actually, if you turn off the widgets, you won't see the weather in the bottom left. So I usually keep that on, and I usually turn off search. But before I turn off search, let me show you how to, I'm gonna do that in the second part of the video, because that's registry hacks. Okay, so we got our star menu configured. We added some more buttons. I think that's the easy ones. Alright, so now let's go into the more advanced ones a bit. How to clear up search a bit. Because if I click search right now, you see all of these. Yeah, it's Christmas, but usually you get suggested content. I don't need that in my search. So to change that, you go to the settings, and let's use our newly created button. Go to the settings, look for highlights, and then you see show search highlights. Click on that, and then since we're here, privacy, I would turn off the filter. I would turn off the cloud searches. I would turn off search history on this device, and I would turn off show search highlights. If you turn this off, sorry, then when you go to your search, you can see there's no more suggestions. Perfect. And after this, I would, if you search here, then do this. I usually just turn off search. So I'm going back to taskbar and disappear. The only, you don't need search there, because if you push the Windows key, the menu will come up, and then you can type in here. As you can see, whatever you type here, it does a Bing search. This on the right, this is a Bing search. Maybe I don't want it to send my searching to the web, to Bing, to Microsoft. We're gonna turn that off in a second. To do that, we need to go into the registry. So yeah, I'm using my keyboard shortcuts. But to find the registry, just click on start, go registry. You're gonna find registry editor, and then you click on that one. It's gonna ask you for admin permissions, click yes, and then we're gonna go to a special key where we can disable that search things. I have it written down here because it's who remembers this shit. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we go to current user, then software, then I'm gonna try and show it like that because I don't know how to use the zoom function. Software, policies, Microsoft. I'm gonna have these on screen so it's easier to see. Windows, and then we need to add a key in here and call it Explorer, new key, Explorer. And then for that key, we're gonna add to add a key, just right click on Windows and select new key. and then name that key Explorer like I did here. And then we right click in this section on the right side and select new. It's gonna be a dword 32-bit value, and we're gonna call this disable search box suggestions. So like that, disable search box suggestions. And after creating, double click on it. It's gonna ask you to give it a value. We're gonna put 1 and click OK. So for that to work, we need to restart Explorer, which is done by going to Task Manager, find Explorer in here, should be at the end. Yep, right click on it and choose Restart. And now if we go to our taskbar and search, as you can see, no more web searches, and it cleared up all the searches up top. We don't have that many anymore. So now when you can safely search just your computer, you can search apps, documents, settings, but it's not going to give you any web searches, which is what I want. I don't want it to search the web from here. If I want to search the web, I'm going to use my own browser, my own search engines. I don't want to use Bing and send them information about my searches. Another useful one is maybe you want to have the taskbar larger or smaller. Again, we need to go to the registry like we did before, and this time we're gonna go to current user softwares in the same place, and then Microsoft Windows, and then current version, Explorer Advanced, current version, then we go to Explorer, and then we go to Advanced, and in here we'll add another value. So that you do that by right click on the right side in the empty space. We're gonna add a dword 32-bit value again, and we're gonna call it taskbar si, capital I, lowercase I, so just like this, taskbar si. And then for the values, we're gonna have different values. 0 would be the smallest. It's 0 right now, so let's leave it at that for now. Click OK, and we need to restart Explorer again. Windows Explorer, restart, and look at the tiny taskbar. It has some problems, of course. Look at the clock. It's a bit cut off, and it's the weather doesn't show the whole icon in the bottom left. But if this is what you want, then yeah, you can make it smaller. And if you want to increase it, so 0 was the smallest value, we can do 1 is default. So if you put it at 1, it's just the normal Windows setting. And then if you want to enlarge it, you can do 2. And if we give it a 2 value, then restart Explorer again, and we'll have a big taskbar. This might be useful for tablets, I don't know, but this one actually looks good. The smaller one will had stuff cut off. This one actually looks good with the big icons. You have like a bigger. The icons are a bit blurry though, because they probably don't support this size by default, but you can do it if you want. For me, I'll just leave this at 1 by default, because I am okay with the default size. Alright, back to normal. So the next one that I have for you guys tonight is the lock screen. So let's get out and do a... How do I do a logout? sign out. So see, we have this lock screen, then you have to click and then you get your username. We're gonna change that. If I remember my password. Okay, so with this one you will make it so you only see the user, you don't get the other screen over it. So for that we're gonna need registry again. Right click on the start menu, registry editor, give it permissions, and for this let me reset all of these. For this we're gonna go to local machine, so this will apply to all users. Oh yeah, everyone, local machine. And then from local machine, software policies, personalization. So we're gonna go to local machine and then software policies, Microsoft, because it's the only one there, Windows. So software policies, Windows, and then we're gonna go to personalization, add personalization here. So right click on Windows, new key, call it personalization, just like that, personalization. And inside this key we're gonna add a value which will be called no lock screen, new, and it's gonna be a dword value again, dword 32-bit. And then we're gonna call this no lock screen, just like this. And we're gonna give it a value of 1. So double click on it, put 1 in there, click OK. And now close it, and now let's do a sign out. As you can see, we're back to just seeing our username, not that screen again. I really like this one. All right, and one or two more I think I'm gonna show for today. One of them is like when you start up Windows or shut down Windows, you only get that little circle showing it's doing something, but you don't know what it's doing. There's a way to make it more verbose, so it tells you more of what it's doing. For that we're gonna need registry again, so let's go back to registry, yes. Close all of these, and for this one we're gonna go to local machine software Microsoft, local machine software Microsoft, Windows current version. Let's find Windows in here. There's too many. Windows current version, and then policies, system policies, if I can find it, policies, and then system. And in system we're gonna add a key, a value actually. Right click on the right side, new, dword value, call it verbose status with all lower caps. Let me show you. My zoom it is not working because it's in the wrong place. So we call it verbose status, all lowercase, and then we set it to 1. Click OK, and now let's see if let's just do a restart, right? Restart. See, shutting down service, stopping services, restarting. It's showing everything it's doing, which I like, because if it freezes or stays a lot on some part of it, I want to know about it. Like I updated today and it was just circling and circling, not telling me anything. Now it's booting up. Let's see what it tells us. It should tell us more. Preparing Windows. Oh, it was just too fast. But yeah, it's giving you a lot more information, and I like that. I don't know if you guys want it, but I like that. And that will be all for today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope this was useful. At least some of them were actually useful. I'm using them myself. Some of the other ones were just in case you need them. But that's all for this video. Have a Merry Christmas. Enjoy your free time, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.